Maria was 9 when she fell from the fire escape. A tragic accident, everyone said. But in the building, whispers started. Whispers about a shadowy figure, a girl crying. Her laughter echoed in the stairwell. No one dared to speak her name. Maria. The building stood tall and grey against the stormy sky. It was old, with peeling paint and creaking floorboards. The elevator often shuddered. Shadows danced in the flickering lights of the hallway. Residents hurried through, never stopping, never looking back. One night, Mrs. Peterson, an elderly resident, was washing her face. She glanced at the mirror. A pair of eyes stared back, wide and frightened. They weren't hers. They blinked slowly, accusingly. Mrs. Peterson screamed. The eyes vanished. The next day, Mrs. Peterson told everyone about the eyes. Most dismissed it as a nightmare, but a few others exchanged nervous glances. They had seen her too. The whispers grew louder. The building seemed to hold its breath. Mr. Jones, a young artist, scoffed at the stories. He didn't believe in ghosts. One evening he was painting, lost in his work. He paused, looking for inspiration. He saw her reflection in a silver paint can, a girl with long, dark hair. Her face was pale and her eyes were filled with tears. He spun around. No one. Just a cold draft and the sound of distant sobbing. Mr. Jones felt a shiver crawl down his spine. He couldn't shake off the feeling that he was being watched. Fear spread through the building like wildfire. Residents avoided mirrors, afraid of what they might see. The elevator seemed to creak louder. The shadows seemed to grow longer. The air grew heavy with unspoken terror. The building superintendent, a burly man named Tony, tried to calm everyone down. He checked the mirrors, the hallways, the stairwells. Nothing. But as he was leaving the building that night, he saw her. A small figure standing at the end of the hallway. She turned, and for a fleeting moment, their eyes met. Tony felt a cold dread grip his heart. He knew then that the stories were true. Maria was trapped. The residents started moving out, unable to bear the haunting presence of Maria. Soon, only a handful remained. The building felt empty, haunted by unseen eyes and unheard whispers. They were prisoners in their own homes. One by one, they saw her. In the reflections of their coffee cups, their windows, their phone screens. Her eyes, filled with a deep sadness and longing, followed them everywhere. No one could escape her gaze. No one could escape Maria. The building still stands today, a grim reminder of the tragedy. Some say it's just an old building with creaky pipes and flickering lights, but others know the truth. Maria is still there, trapped behind the mirror, forever searching for a way out.